bit, right?
I'm losing my boner.
We live, son.
We live.
Because I said on the first episode, the episodes are not official unless we have that on-air sign on.
Oh, okay.
And now it's on, so we official now.
Like a referee with a whistle, Daddy.
Like a motherfucking referee with a whistle. We are fucking live and ready to go. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the motherfucking Go Deeper podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, we got with us first time on the Go Deeper podcast, my man. What do you want me to call you? Because are you still Spartan Kid outdoors?
I've been a little bit of everything, big dog. The Spartan Kid outdoors.
Spartan Kid outdoors. We got Brews and Barbecue. And then you're
Spartan Kid gaming.
Spartan gaming. Bro, he's got a resume like fucking, he needs a stapler to fucking go through this motherfucker's resume like this. Yeah. But bro, he's an old time friend. Thank you for fucking coming on, bro. I appreciate you.
Glad to be here.
Long time no see. We go way the fuck back. We used to be partners in crime doing the fucking fishing thing, bro.
Fishing thing.
Back then when we used to fish. Have you fished this year? Because I'm
I have.
Honest. You have?
I have.
You've gone more than I have. I think I've gone like twice. And we're in September. That's sad. Where have you gone? Tell me about it. Where'd you go?
When it first popped back off, one of my boys moved up here from Cali. Yeah, he fucking took a little dip into the dark arts of Oregon, dude. He came up here. We've been talking about it forever, about him coming up here, and he has never really been into fishing. Like, he would do the trout thing in Cali, and we lived in our hometown, Escondido. That's where Dottie was at, bro. Dixon Lake.
Explain to the people what Dottie is, because they're going to be thinking about, like, people who don't know, imagine Dottie being some old country lady with some operated tits. And shit.
No, it's this chick, Dottie with a body, dude. No, Dottie is the unofficial world record largemouth bass.
Yes, sir.
She was caught but foul hooked, so the record wasn't official, but the man got the record. That's what it is.
Once you pull that mother, because this video, I've seen it. I just like, as soon as you pulled it out, I was like, holy.
Dude, my man's like, you see him holding it. Maybe you could put a fucking picture of it. He's like fucking struggling to hold it up.
That shit's fucking insane.
Yeah, getting a shoulder workout.
And that's from Escondido, from where you guys
that's
are
from my hometown. Yeah. So there's
really
monsters in there, and he would do trout fishing every now and again, and he'd hit me up about rigs and whatnot, because obviously we were doing YouTube at the time, but. Yeah, he decided to move up here with his family.
He's moved up here.
He moved up here.
I thought he was visiting up here.
No. He moved up here.
A la verga,
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. I don't understand why people from Cali come up to, or Matt from the podcast too. Yeah. He's from Cali too originally. I was like, why, bro?
What's that, bro?
Cali's the shit. What's up, bro? What you repping, fool?
What you repping?
No, I think he's from like IE, Riverside, shit like that.
Okay.
That's where Matt's from, I think. Yeah. Pero igual, o sea, that's like I got family in Buena Park, and every time I go down to visit them, I'm just like, I understand why you guys don't want to move up to Cali or to Oregon, because Cali's the shit, bro. It's expensive though.
Listen, bro, exactly, bro. It's the shit for food. It's the shit for weather,
scenery,
stuff to do,
eye candy. I mean Disneyland. You go into this beautiful sites. It's candy to the eye.
Of course, they have that goofy candy, bro. Those Mickey sour
Mouse,
gummy balls, dude.
Minnie Mouse looking thick nowadays.
That's right, dude. Thicker than a Snicker Daddy. No, yeah. So he moved up here, and I still have all my gear. Right, I didn't get rid of my fishing gear.
I still got all my shit too, collecting dust. Like
hashtag Cash King. No, I sold most of that shit to Boneyard Bassin.
To Troy Yard Bassin?
But I still have my Shimano stuff and my ugly sticks.
The good shit?
Yeah, the good shit.
I've never been a fan of Cash King. But anyways,
hey, bro, listen.
That's neither here nor there.
Yeah. Shout out Cash King.
Shout out Cash King. You motherfuckers.
Yeah, so when he moved up here, he's like, dude, we got to do some fishing. And I was like, fuck it, we'll get into it. Don't worry about it. We'll get into it. Beginning of this year, he's like, bro, I'm going to buy a pontoon, one of the, not the big old pontoons, but the one with the oars, the personal pontoon. And I was like, fuck, man. I still had my boat. Do you remember the V-hole that I took out a total of 2 times, bro? Giant waste of money, bro.
I bought a kayak and I sold it with 0 miles.
I remember that, bro.
And I was like, I'm never going to use this.
I remember that. You want to know why, bro? Because you bought the fucking paddle when we went to fish Newport.
Yes, I did.
You
at
bought
the Walmart. Because that Walmart sells like more shit because it's near the coast. So I was like, they sell Boing.
Yeah.
It was like $10. I was like, fuck
Yeah, you bought the battle.
Never used it, bro. I never. So put it on offer up $100. Who wants this?
Who wants this
couple
shit? Take it out
lesbian
of my
chicks. So
garage.
she was like,
For
here's the thing, bro. I bought the kayak and there was holes in the bottom. And I'm like,
no,
I'm
papi.
going to sink this shit, bro. I'm not a scientist. But a lot of times when there's a bone that has a hole in it, that motherfucker sinks. Okay,
That sure does. It sure does. But when you're in a boat, they also have a hole in the back.
yeah, but there's
The
a
drain plug.
You
You buy plugs for the kayak. They're called scuppers.
No,
So those are your drain plugs. Typically, when you're not a big boy like me, you could roll your kayak without the scuppers because it's supposed to be drain holes. So if water gets in, it just goes right back out.
Oh, I see.
But when you're a big boy, dog, you buy the scuppers, you plug those fuckers up, you're rocking and rolling, daddy.
That was another thing I was worried about because, I'm also a part of that club.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I saw that motherfucker. Anyway, so you took him out into your V-hobo and the second time you
not even the boat, bro. That shit's been sitting at my father-in-law's house. I sold it to him, actually. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of this thing. I'm gonna buy a kayak. And this is when I was big into gaming, streaming, all that shit.
Yeah.
I sold that shit, my PC, bro.
Oh, your gaming shit?
Yeah, the one that I built myself.
See?
Like, the whole nine, bro.
No, my man.
Sold it and bought a fucking fancy old kayak, bro. So we took it out. That was in June. June was the first time I went fishing.
A couple months ago.
Yeah.
Dude, how'd you guys do?
We did okay. I didn't know where to go, bro. I obviously moved to Woodburn. I didn't know any spots. We tried the pond. That's when I was talking to you guys about the pond, and it was all blown out.
That's right.
And so we were trying to look for different spots, and then your guys' boy Evan, is that?
Yeah. Oregon Real Fishing.
Yeah,
right?
he was fishing Pettit Lake, and I was like, what the fuck is Pettit Lake? Like, I wonder what that is. It looked fucking awesome.
Silverton.
Yeah. And so I tried to find it and whatnot, and I ended up finding it. It's fucking 15, 20 minutes from my house. I was like,
no way.
Throw the kayak in the car. Let's go try it out.
I've been there once. I didn't catch anything, but that spot looks so good.
It's juicy, dude. Like, I kind of learned where they hang out. They hang out in the coves for sure.
That's what it is.
If you're out in the middle, dude, you're not catching any. You're catching a bunch of grass. That's what you're
I
catching.
caught my PB grass fish. That's
right. That's right.
A damn fucking sure thing. And I've been there once, and it was with Evan, too. I think I was with Evan and Riley, I believe. It was. Riley was in my boat. I remember now. Riley was in my boat and fucking teaching me how to fish because I couldn't catch a goddamn shit.
Yeah. It was wild, bro. So it used to be their water treatment. It was their reservoir for the Silverton. They built a new one since. But there's a stream that feeds into it. That's what they dammed up. And so there's freshwater fish that go through there, I guess. I was like, oh, this is just largemouth, bluegill, potentially crappie. Bro, I was tossing a crankbait, and I fucking caught a trout. What? Not once in my life have I ever caught a trout on a crankbait.
No way.
Especially in a lake that I didn't think there was any
trout at all.
In.
Wow.
Yeah, smack the crankbait.
A wild trout, too, because they don't stock them.
There was a wild trout, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not a stocked lake, nothing.
That's pretty fucking dope.
Yeah.
I remember Troy one time caught a trout on a crankbait. He went, it was like Green Peter or something like that. And he went with one of the drain runners, I forget who. I think his name was Aubrey in one of his bass boats. And he was throwing crankbaits, and he was like, dude, we didn't catch shit, but I caught a trout on the crankbait. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's wild. Troy, you could catch this trout anytime you want.
Hey, you got to throw the right. You got to that's depth diving 6 to 8, you know what I'm saying?
6 to 8, no, Daddy, that's a little too deep for you, boy. We were going about we shallow diving out here.
I'm talking 3 to 5.
3 to
5 max.
Three's being generous there.
Fucking Troy. Shout outs to my dogs too, Troy and Matt. They're not here again.
Dude, you know what I think it is, dude. With the current culture, dude, I don't want to air anybody out, right? But a couple Mexican dudes
scared to get.
They don't want to come down to the,
Yeah, just a little too south of their border.
Yeah, man.
It's a little too spicy for the palate.
Yeah, that's right. No, I'm just teasing, bro.
A little too much cayenne in the barbecue.
That's right.
Bro, how come you stopped doing barbecue videos? Those were popping out for a second, bro. I was watching your videos and I'm like, tacos de pastor tonight, baby.
Tonight,
we're gonna figure this shit out. You guys, they're still on YouTube, right?
They're all still there, bro.
I'm gonna fucking plug them in this video because I loved watching those motherfucking Brews and Barbecue on YouTube.
It's still called Brews and Barbecue, as a matter of fact. But dude, I am obviously haven't stopped cooking. I haven't stopped.
Obviamente, I mean, we still we still eating now,
especially during this pandemic, bro.
Hell yeah, bro.
No, but dude, it's just like with fishing. Like I got to the 1,000 subs, was monetized the whole 9, and then it's just like when you catch yourself wanting to go fish just to record.
Yeah, the fire dies.
Yeah, man, it's no longer fun. It's still fun, but it's not like when you used to go out and fish. And
I'm gonna add to that because I feel the same exact way. That's kind of not why I haven't gone out, because it really has been hard to be able to make time to get out. But I see what you're saying. It's like you do all this effort. You plan a trip with your homies, and you put it together, and you're able to go out. And then the trip ends up being a bust, and you didn't get a video out of it. That shit hurts worse, and it kills your fire for wanting to go do it again next time. And it sucks because I loved doing it. I loved being outside. And I still love that. I'm not saying I don't love that anymore, but when you don't get what you wanted to get out of it, you know what I mean? Like the energy that you're putting in, you wanted it's going to be a banger ass video. And then for some reason or whatever, it doesn't end up happening. So you're just like, well, fuck, why am I? It puts you down in a way that you're just like, God damn it, I don't know if I want to do that again. So what I've been doing lately when I do go out fishing, I leave my cameras at home.
Yeah.
Just to get back into it, bro. Just to get back into why we started doing it in the fucking first place.
Yep.
And every once in a while, I'll bring my cameras. Like one of my more recent videos, I took my son to the trout farm.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Because if you don't catch a fish at the trout farm, you got to figure something out. So I was like, I'm for sure going to catch fish here. My son's going to catch a fish, so I'll bring cameras. And I turned that into a video, and it was good. But that's like the only video I've dropped this year.
Yeah.
That and when I went to Tenacious D with Alec. Shout out to Alec, too,
Shout
by
out
the
to
way.
Alec, bro.
He said he wants to come back on the show, so whenever you want, baby.
Let's go. Let me know, dude. I'll make time to be here, dude. I love
With Alec?
Yeah, dude. That's my Justin Bieber dad.
Se cortó el pelo.
I know he did.
But I don't care, bro. He's always going to be my baby, just right. JB in my heart. Exactly. Yeah.
No, I remember the first time I met Alec, remember we went to Mission Lake in Salem?
Yes.
Or Jervis?
I didn't go that time.
Yes, you did, bro. No, you didn't. It was Action Jackson.
It was Action Jackson. It was you and Jackson in the boat.
Yeah.
And it was Troy and Alec in his boat.
Yeah, so I obviously knew about Alec.
Fuck Mission Lake. I hate that fucking place. That's
the only time I've ever gone there, bro.
Have you gone back?
Never.
Good, because that place fucking sucks. Yeah. Honestly, the one fish that was caught, I remember that fucking video. Alec has a video, dude. And he did catch a big fish, but out of 4 dudes, the only one that caught one fish. Yeah. Fuck Mission Lake.
Dude, and Action Jackson's a fishy boy, dude.
Yeah,
he catches fish.
We just went fishing with him the other day, talking about going fishing without cameras. Me, Troy, and Action Jackson went, that's when I was talking to you. Yeah, you went nighttime fishing. We went nighttime fishing for catfish, and that was a fucking blast, too. And Action Jackson's a fishy boy. Mm-hmm. Fucking first cat. Me and Troy were like fishing an hour and a half before Action Jackson gets there, trying to fish for crappie before night falls. Action Jackson pulls up first cast.
Of course, dude.
Got a crappie, boys. I'm just like, you motherfucker.
Yeah. And his Shimano gear, this man, Shimano everything.
It makes me think like I gotta get that motherfucking. I gotta get that Stratic, bro.
Dude, that's exactly it.
Gotta get that Shimano Stratic on my fucking arsenal. And I fish with them. PK fucking obviously fish with us, and I just.
Is PK back in Oregon?
I don't know. I think he is.
Partly.
I think
Part-time.
Part-time. I think he is part-time. I haven't talked to him in a minute, and then he's last I heard he was having some health issues.
Oh man.
He put it on a video, but I mean, I think he still keeps in constant communication with Alec. Yeah. And Alec tells me that he's doing better. So
that's good.
From what I hear, he's doing better.
Yeah, he seems like such a solid dude, man.
Dude,
such a solid dude.
I fished with him a few times, and he's a fucking he's a gangster. I'll tell you that, dude.
When that man's going out into the ocean on a raft, bro. No, man, that's a different level.
The first time I went fishing with him, he had a 12-foot aluminum V-hull too, a small boat. Yeah. You know what he was towing that shit with?
With his Corolla.
Toyota Corolla.
Yeah.
You know who else got a Toyota Corolla? You have a Toyota? Is it a Corolla or a Camry? Oh, you got a Camry.
You got the big boy.
Imagine towing a boat with your fucking car away. Bro,
about the same size as your car, bro.
Bigger or bigger, because he had a Corolla like a early 2000s model, the smaller ones. Yep. And I'm just like,
what a G.
I'm like, bro, if it gets you from here and back,
but like, that man's limited on crab every single time.
So you know what I'm saying?
He's doing something right.
I'm not gonna fucking knock on it at all because I was putting fish in the boat.
Yeah.
Fucking that guy's. I want to get fishing with him again, dude. If I can get him on the podcast, that'd be fucking.
That'd be awesome, man.
Dude. Fucking, we were gonna go fishing the other day to I don't want to say where, but where remember we were gonna go, you ended up not going. I ended up not
yeah. Yeah.
Troy wasn't. Troy. I woke up to a text from Troy. Where the fuck you guys at?
Oh, dude, Troy stopped hitting me. No, he didn't stop hitting me up. But Troy, like, we've planned a few trips, and dude, Troy's adventurous as it gets, bro.
It is.
He's
and
like,
that's a good.
he's
That's
like,
a good.
You down to go early morning before the sun's up? And I was like, motherfucker, you serious, bro?
Yeah.
I'm a big boy on a kayak concerned about tipping when I can see, bro.
Yeah,
if I can't see where the fuck I am, what do you expect me to do?
And Troy is like, no, don't worry, I'll go first. I got nav lights. And he's like, don't worry about lights.
You got the lights, bro. I don't got no lights,
exactly.
Bro.
If I'm going with you, I'm tying a rope from my boat to your boat, and wherever you go, I'm going right behind you because I know I'm not going to crash through where you go. No, but Troy's like a motherfucker who'll be like, all right, I'll see you at the ramp at 3 in the morning. I'm like,
what are we going to do at 3 in the morning, dude?
I'll see. He's like, one time he's like, I'll see you at 3. And I'm like, PM? He's like, no, motherfucker, AM. I'm like, you'll see me at 6 if you're lucky.
Yeah. Bro, I remember I don't know if you remember, we all took a trip down to, where was it?
Florence.
Florence.
That was a
We all
good
took
trip.
a trip to Florence.
That's when you put me on that one Asian reggae guy.
Yeah, what's his name? What's his name?
What the fuck is his name?
Lyrics Born. Lyrics Born.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
and he's like,
that's some straight fire.
That was some good shit. That was a badass shit. Didn't Alec go to that too?
He did. Well, he didn't go with us. We ran into him when we did the surf fishing.
That's right. That was our first stop.
Yeah, we fished the jetty. We fished the jetty first. And that's when we were catching all kinds of stuff. The Action Jackson went with us.
Holy shit, that was a good trip.
In true Action Jackson form, he went the night before.
Of course.
And
camped out in his fucking
just
car.
Literally stayed there and then got the
fucking Action Jackson. You got to show me how you do it, bro.
Not sand crabs. What were those? What are those called?
Sand shrimp.
Sand shrimp. He had a sand shrimp gun, dude. We had
Wait a
all
minute.
the sand shrimp you could ever ask for.
No, you're mixing up two trips together. We did that at Depot Bay.
No, we've also done that at Depot Bay, and that's when we went fishing for the stripes.
He pumped shrimp twice?
Yes.
Damn.
The Depot Bay is what set it off. We fished Depot Bay first. We pumped the shrimp there, and then we fished at a depot and caught those striped perch.
Right.
And then a month later, we hit Florence, and he went out there early morning to pump sand shrimp, bro.
Shout out my man Action Jackson, bro.
Jackson, dude.
I've told him if he wants to come on too. He's like, I don't know how to talk. I'm like, you're talking to me right now, bro. You know how to talk.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get him on.
And he's got conversations
and he's got stories.
Yeah.
That Montana boy has some motherfucking stories.
Yep.
He's from Montana, bro.
Montana. That's the best thing I've seen say. Joe Montana.
Joe Montana. He's from La Montaña, bro.
La Montaña.
Bro, honestly, fun fact. In Montana, I think cows outnumber people like 8-1.
So I work at a bank, right? I won't disclose what bank. But I had a client that was from Montana, and I was like, "Is that true?" He's like, "I don't fucking know." Like, I think that's some shit that somebody made up sometime that just stuck. But the dude was like,
"He's like, I don't fucking know."
What are you asking me for, dude? Do you think I went around counting fucking cows? Like,
there's one person, 6, 7, 8. God damn it, they were right.
Yeah, man.
Are we still good over there? Fuck yeah.
I won't fuck with that Montana shit, bro.
I don't know.
They got grizzlies out there, dude. I don't know if you ever saw the video. It was a few years back. It was like 2018, 2019. I saw it because of Joe Rogan. But this man, he's a guide. So he was out walking trails and so forth. He's a hunting guide. And he's out walking trails and getting prepped for the season. And I guess there was a mama bear with the cubs.
That's the
worst
situation.
My man was walking through. He had his bear mace with him, luckily, which will help you more than a gun will at that point.
Yeah.
Because those things are built like fucking tanks.
Yeah.
And so I guess she started attacking him, and he tried to do the fetal thing, the whole nine, dude. But he's like, I finally got her off of me with the mace, and you could see, like, he's got a cut. It almost looks like his eyes hanging out. His arm's all messed up. And
Didn't he do a video? He's like, I just got attacked by a bear.
Yep, he did.
I've seen that video.
The guy had like blue eyes, and I remember that because you could see that piece of skin flapping down. I was like, oh.
He turned his hair to look, like, he turned back to see if the bear was still there, and then like the skin was like,
yep, it was
flesh.
Like flapping in the wind. Yeah, bro, that was brutal. And I will never do the Montana.
And that was in Montana.
That was Montana.
Okay, no.
Montana, Colorado. Like, I want to get into hunting, dude, because elk tastes so delicious, bro.
Yeah.
Make some elk jerky. You know what I mean? Dude, I'll do a video for that, right? Yeah. Some elk jerky. But, dude, the risks you take.
Oregon, we're pretty good. I don't think we got grizzlies in Oregon. black bear, but
and they'll eat the shit out of you, dude. If they're hungry, you donezo. You ain't playing dead with a black bear.
Yeah, that's true.
You gotta.
But who would you rather bring on, a black bear or a grizzly bear?
Oh, black bear. They're smaller than grizzlies. Yeah. Oh man, no, dude.
What's wrong with the brown, son?
I'm part black. You didn't know that?
I did not. Are you serious? Or are you fucking around with me?
Well, no, I'm a shade of brown, and that's close enough. No,
I feel that. You know what my middle name is?
What?
You don't know what my middle name is?
No.
I'm gonna show you. I am part black.
Are you?
I swear.
Bro, if you hit me with like Travis, dude, I'm gonna be pissed.
It's worse. I mean, it's not like Tyrone, but might as well be.
No, hombre. Okay.
And it's not Markel.
No.
Markel.
Armando
Markel. I don't know.
I respect it.
I don't know what my mom was thinking.
I respect it.
No, I'm not half black, but I do have a black uncle. That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. My mom's brother is a black guy. That's true.
Awesome.
My uncle Albert. But as you can tell.
Yeah, you're pretty fair skinned, my boy.
Even for a Mexican.
Yeah.
Even for a Mexican, I'm on the spectrum that gets less stopped in traffic lights and stuff.
Yeah. No.
Passing through TSA, they're just like, yeah.
Yeah, no, so it's hilarious. You've seen my kids, right? I have a but my oldest, dark skin, just like me, same complexion.
Mm-hmm.
My second oldest, white as a ghost, dude, red hair almost. And I remember I forgot what we were doing. I think it was when we bought our first house. We were signing paperwork for it, and my wife and I were there with my two boys. My daughter wasn't born at the time. And we were signing some papers, and I don't know what brought up the conversation. The lady's like, "Oh, are they cousins? Are they related?" And they're like, "Oh no, they're siblings."
Yeah.
And the lady looked at us like, "What the fuck?
Like what?
This ain't adding up."
Right.
And she's like you could tell she wanted to be like, same dad.
She's like, "Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, I would have never." Wow.
Which is hilarious because I'm probably like the darkest one out of my family. Everybody's light skinned, super light skinned.
Really?
So if anything, I'm adopted.
If anything, you're the one that's
yeah. But
your parents' realtor was like, really?
Yeah. No, but my cousin's like super light skin, green eyes, blue eyes, like the whole night. I'm the darkest one in my family.
Yeah, nice.
My mom's got curly ass hair, super light skin.
Both of your parents are Latinos,
Yeah.
Hispanics? Nice, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm half. My mom's white.
Yeah.
So that's where I get
that's where you get it.
Yeah.
Well, that's where my son Anthony gets it from. His mom's
a white, yeah. So my baby mama is a full from the motherland, straight up, you know what I'm saying? So my kids that would make, because I'm half Mexican, half white. My lady's full Mexican. That would make my kids 75% Mexican, 25% white.
Yeah.
But that's just coming from us. I don't know what my parents were. I don't know. We're all sprinkled
with a little bit of something.
A little bit of everything.
No.
We're all seasoned up and
we're all seasoned.
We're ready for an episode of Brews and Barbecues.
Shit, we went down a tangent.
But we did. Yeah, this podcast
let's bring it back full circle.
I forgot where the fuck we were.
We started off. Why don't I do Brews and Barbecue?
That's where the fuck. Yeah. Why don't you do Brews and Barbecue? Holy shit! Let's throw this back on track.
No, so just. Obviously, when you're going out and doing stuff just like fishing, you lose the passion for it because you're like, oh, what am I going to do for a video? What am I going to do for a video? And you start doing stuff that's kind of trending on YouTube, right? You start like, I think I did a Mexican fishing pole thing. No, I don't know that anybody's done that.
The PVC one?
No. With the Jarritos bottle.
With the Jarritos, I do remember that fucking
video.
I
did it with the Jarritos bottle and the string and just tossing that sucker. Yeah, bro.
Exactly.
I remember going to Mexico and my grandpa would do that with the soda can, with the Jarritos bottle, whatever it was, dude.
And they made it happen.
And they made it happen.
They were out here fucking catching. I'm just like, damn.
Yeah.
Even Jackson with the Strategies, like, God damn, he's catching.
Yeah. He's like, I got to give me one of them. Fuck the Strategy. No. So I started doing stuff like that. But when you're like, oh, this is original, this is a decent video, it's gonna hit, and it doesn't,
and it fucking flops,
and just deflates you.
Fucking flops.
Like it's just so whack.
You know who? That speaking about videos that don't do that great. You know who's fucking lost his? He's getting back into it now, but he fell off the wagon for a minute. Is Troy, and I understand him 100%. Have you seen his top water videos?
Yeah, they're fucking juicy, dude.
There's gotta be some of the greatest fucking videos on YouTube. He doesn't even have 1,000 subs yet. He can't get monetized.
What do you mean he don't have a I thought he hit.
Nope. He's like shy. He's there. He's like about to bust a nut. He's like when he's when you're about to.
Yeah.
I think he's like 8 shy from. Go. I'm gonna link him down to Boneyard Bassin in the motherfucking link description down below. Go, please give Boneyard Bassin a sub so that my man can break 1,000 subs so he can fucking give him. Well, then he's got to get the fucking watch hours too, and it's within the last 12 months.
Yep, the rolling 12.
So it's got to be. You got to start pumping out videos. But at least we can, if we can get him across the 1,000 threshold, then he only has one more obstacle to do. So that means.
So the thing that helped me, because watch time is a mother, especially now with attention spans, TikTok is gonna be even tougher. But people seem to like review videos of stuff they're interested in.
Yes.
And
yes, I remember you doing those.
Yeah, the Shimano one.
Comparison videos.
The comparison videos.
Yes, I remember
That's what got me over that hump.
Yep.
I think at the time I was like maybe at 1,100 subs. Like I was there.
Right.
I just didn't have the watch time.
Watch time.
And then sure enough, one of them blew. Dude, I did a review for a kayak cart. And that thing's sitting at like 20-some K, and I was like, "Wait, hold on, let me double check." But that thing's sitting high.
I remember
but
seeing that shit.
Who would have ever?
It's
like,
not even the
who
kayak.
wants to watch that?
Not the fishing gear that you're using on the kayak. No, the cart to get you to the water.
Yeah. And then that helped get me over the hump. But
if you know what I would do, honestly, I would do live stream videos just because it counted as watch time.
It did.
So everybody who tuned in was more. I don't know how the fuck I did it, honestly, but I was able to do it. And then,
well, you have good retention. You could tell. You could tell by the people that are commenting, because normally you'll see comments that are like, "Oh, that's crazy," and they're talking about like the first, second fish you're catching at the beginning of the video.
Yeah.
But if you ever go through your comment section,
there's people that sit all the way through.
That you see like, "Oh my god, dude!" The ending of that, like they
I did notice that too. So that's kind of cool. I'm grateful for that. For the people, when I do put out a video, they've stuck around and see.
Tell me what that kayak cart review. How many views?
93K, son.
For what, dude? For what?
90. That's gotta be.
I literally picked up the kayak, put it on the cart, strapped it up, and
that's
that was
a 7-minute video.
Bro. Yeah. This is the time where you're trying.
Yep, it rolls.
Yeah. I don't even know how you get to. You know what the fucked up thing is I did it exactly like I instructed in the video, and it didn't work when I tried to get it on the water.
No way.
Well, when you get the weight on there, your gear, all that,
it gets heavy.
It gets heavy, and so you have to really tip it. And if you really tip it, the straps just start sliding. So I figured out that if you put poles in your pole holder and put them in there, it the poles keep it from sliding back.
From sliding off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's that Mexican mentality. We're gonna make this motherfucker work.
I bought it, dude. I bought it. It's gonna fucking work. That's good.
Perdí el recibo, so we gotta fucking. I can't return it. That's crazy. 93K, bro. 93K. Those are called. What kind of videos are those called? Like evergreen videos, the ones that like every year they keep fucking like snowballing it. More and more views. Those are good videos because if you can figure out how to. That's why Troy started making again. I don't know why Troy's channel doesn't hit because he would do like how to tie videos with like neon strings and black lights. Yeah, that's so fucking sick.
That's popping.
That's so fucking sick. And then I'll go to his channel and be like, that's gotta be breaking some like at least 2K views. I'd have like 87 views. I'm like, fuck, bro.
You also got to self-promote those, right?
Like, that's if there's something about the tags.
If there's one person, no. If there's one person that does it right, is Alec.
He does know how to fucking...
Because he clips it, puts it on TikTok, puts it on
that fool's blowing
Instagram.
Up on TikTok.
Blowing up. But he's doing it right. He clips it, and exactly like what you're doing with the pod, right? You clip it, you post it on other avenues to drive traffic in. You network it, right?
That's exactly.
And Troy's got... I know he does it to Facebook, but I don't know that he does it to any of the other
He does
platforms.
Instagram Reels, but sometimes he'll do... This is what his thing is, because we'll go out fishing. I'm like, are you going to record? He's like, I might do something for my Reels. I'm like, what about YouTube? Yeah, I'm gonna focus on my Reels. I'm like, okay. So
I mean, I guess you can get popping off of that, but like you gotta have that be the driving factor for what else they're gonna get after.
I want to put one thing, like I'll record one thing, and then from there I'll split it off and break it into different platforms. Like from here I'll put it on TikTok. From here I'll put it on IG. The whole video is gonna go on YouTube, and then just like that. That's how I like to do it. And I mean, everybody's got something else going on, but that's the way I like to do it. But I don't know why fucking Troy hasn't fucking broken through because I look at his videos like goddamn.
Him and Alec, they got
him and Alec got that. I strive to be like I look up to them
quality.
When I make my fucking videos, which is fucking that's cool to do.
Yeah,
having your homies be like your inspirations, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
That's fucking hella dope.
For sure, we're more popping than you guys, but like
yeah, you know,
I just kidding,
they kind of
not more popping than Alec, bro, but
Alec
is popping.
I remember it was so fucking funny. Me, Alec, and Scott the Trout Hammer all broke 1K subs during like the same week.
Oh yeah.
And then they fucking took off and left me in the dust behind. But that's fucking hella cool though. I mean, to look at them now, both Scott and Alec are like
they're in the 5K,
they're in the 4 or 5Ks, I think, something like that. I'm still in the 2K, you know, but hey, I love
I
basketball.
don't even know where I'm at anymore. 2K. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is either,
some stuff that just hits, like finding the right trend.
Finding the niche is kind of where it's at too. Yep. And staying true to yourself is also kind of like a big thing, but the times change, and sometimes you gotta fucking figure out what's cooking now. Yep. That's why when you did the Brews and Barbecue, and I was like, fucking Leo's not doing fishing videos anymore. But the thing is, you can't blame him, because if he had a cooking video that took off, I would fucking do the same thing. Put all my fucking energy into these cooking videos, like how you were doing, bro. The Al Pastor fucking video that you did.
Is that fire?
That was fucking good. What street tacos? What's the name? How did you title that fucking video?
Mexican street tacos. And so many people got so mad.
Fuck those.
You could see the comment section. Some people are so bent. Like, those aren't street tacos. You're cooking it on a gas grill. I was like, it's a smoker for one.
Yeah.
Second, I'm Mexican and you're white. Who you talking to?
Yeah. You're gonna tell me that these are not Mexican?
Yeah.
Fuck you. These are more Mexican. Even if I fucking put them in the microwave, bro, they're going to be more Mexican tacos than you could ever make, puto.
Like, sorry, this isn't ground beef and your hard shells, dude.
Yeah,
like,
sorry, there's no corn in these, or lettuce in these tacos. God damn it, motherfucker.
Oh, man.
That's fucking crazy as fucking shit. Wait, no, mama.
Yeah, so people get bent, but, dude, that's one of my highest viewed videos, like over 300K. It's just like... I made that video not knowing that it was going to be anything. When it started off, it was like 500 views. I shared it to like different food pages on Facebook to self-promote it. And I think I made an Instagram for Brews and Barbecue for a while and promoted it on that. But didn't really do much. And then one day, dude, it just fucking skyrocketed.
Boom,
something happened, bro. Maybe people were wanting to make tacos. It was summertime. Whatever it was.
The algorithm was like... Let me grab this fucking video and fucking throw it in the high stream.
And then I think I hit the cooking scene early enough, bro, because there wasn't a lot.
Now it's a saturated, like fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Now everybody's got a fishing channel.
Yeah, and I think if I would have kept up with that, bro, I think I could have done something with it. But again, man, when you start doing these videos to just satisfy a view count or like keep up with the whatever trend, it stops being fun.
Exactly. Fucking
like I want to make videos on stuff I like to cook. I'm not gonna like do this steak covered in peanut butter challenge. Like, no, bro, get out of here. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Like for one, you gotta get somebody on the camera with you that's gonna fake the funk and say it was good. It's not. There's no way any of that's
Nobody's
good.
gonna bite down and be like,
Yeah, there's no. And bro, I was making like very little off of YouTube. I was making some.
Enough to buy drones and shit.
Yeah, enough to buy drones.
Which I bought later on.
Yeah. Enough to buy drones. I was blessed to be able to buy a newer camera, all that fun stuff, right? But I wasn't making enough where I saw the value in buying steaks and fucking them up by doing that. But when you limit yourself to that, sorry, I keep spinning on you.
No.
Spit on you later. También irá.
You know what I'm saying? We'll turn the cameras off for that one.
Or not, dude. OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, 30% off.
Yeah. Get that 30% off.
Have you ever did a video of catch and cook?
Yeah. So that's actually what got me started, the catch and cook video. We went out and fished in Lincoln City. If you guys are familiar with Lincoln City, behind Moe's, the restaurant, it's called Sluts Bay.
Sluts?
Sluts.
A la verga, dije, my ex goes.
Yeah.
Silets Bay.
Yeah, we went out there, and this was when when Action Jackson was first getting into to salmon fishing. And
Simon.
We had stopped. Shout out to Knight's Tackle that's closed now.
Mm-hmm.
We stopped there. We got some. I forget what they were even called, but they look like little squids, dude. And we were just tossing them out there. And sure enough, Jackson's on, dude. And I still yet to catch a salmon or a steelhead.
Still?
Still.
I'm with you on that boat on the steelhead platform. I caught a salmon, but
Well, fucking lucky you, huh?
Only
Bucko?
one. Only one. Only one, but check.
Yeah, check. No, so we went there and he caught it, and we went back to my house. This is when I was living in the townhomes in McMinnville.
Oh, Simon.
Yeah,
Simon.
And my wife had bought me the smoker that September for my birthday, and I was like, it's first starting to experiment with different foods and
Let's put this motherfucker
and
to
what to do.
use.
And I was like, what can we do with the salmon? And I remember thinking, I was like, oh shit, somebody one time made like the super bomb ass smoked salmon, and they put it in some cream cheese and ate it with like Ritz crackers, bro. It was bomb. Or maybe it was steelhead, something like that. But same premise, right? You can do the same thing. And so Jackson was like, let's go learn. He had first fish he's ever filleted at the time. He's like, I'm going to try to figure it out. And so he filleted the fish, and we deboned it. I put it in the brine. He came back over the next day, and we smoked it. And that's my first cooking video ever.
Wow. So your Brews and Barbecue essentially spawned from a fishing video that you fucking, hey.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. And I was like, wait a minute. And that got more traction than any of my other videos at the time. We were getting like 100, 200, 300 views. And this one got like 1,500 on the first day. And I was like, wait, there's something here.
And that's because of where we're at on the fucking United States geographical map. Yeah. Otro?
Andale.
Vámonos.
Dale.
It don't care. It don't matter what
it's
time.
It's Friday somewhere, Ira.
It's Friday today,
Andale.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah. No, I don't wait for 5 o'clock, dude. That's for fucking rookies.
That's
dude.
for pussies.
That's for those that's for the non-alcoholic fellers.
We'll get to that one too. That one's so good. They were like my suegro. That's why we were kind of late for here, because I had to wait for my in-laws to come pick up my baby. Bro, 9 in the morning. Mijo, no tienes aquí cerveza. I had a tall boy of Superior, and he's like, me lo voy a chingar. I'm like, chingatelo, bro. Es para la cruda,
Dude,
like,
bro.
You're always crudo.
Hey, bro, those tall cans, like, I'll sip those, right? Those take me a minute. That man was finished
He downed
in 5
it, bro.
minutes, dude.
He downed it, son.
Yeah, I was there because I pulled up, and he's like, hey, bro, I'm still waiting on the sitter. And I was like, no problem, bro.
I told him to come to my house. Entonces se vino para la casa. And then while he was there, my suegros got there.
Yeah.
A tall, like a good one, like a chingon.
Yeah.
Gone.
Gonzo.
Dude, my suegro is a professional alcoholic, bro. Like, professional.
Solid. Professional. And he's a functioning one, bro.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's people there's two kinds of alcoholics. People who can figure it out and handle it, and the people who need help.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that they don't need help, but they put a mask on and they figure they got to do what gets done.
There's a certain breed with Mexican people. Not everybody, bro, but a certain breed where my dad's always told me growing up, because my dad likes to drink. I mean, I like to drink too, but I remember one time we were drinking together, and he had work the next morning, and it was late, and I had work the next morning too. And he's like, if I'm going to tell you one thing that you take, this is what it's going to be. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You have a commitment to go to work. Yep. You have bills you got to pay, and you got a family to take care of.
Yep.
I don't care. You stayed up until 5 in the morning. You work at 7.
Yep.
You get your ass up and you go to work.
Yep.
Like you made the choice to do this. You got
if you want to be a big boy at night when you drink, you got to be a big boy in the morning.
Yeah, and that's always stuck with me, dude. Like it doesn't matter what I've done the night before. Like, unless it's fishing, bro, I'm fucking sleeping.
And then that's the case. I'll fucking go. You know what? I'm not feeling too good this morning.
But if I gotta show up to work, I'm showing up to work, man. It's
bro.
like you
so
can't
cruel
not.
and smelling like bad choices, but I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
Yeah, no. I am crudo. Never meant to take that shot last night.
That was a good one. We have to fucking put a remix of that one up.
Outcast, hit me up. Oh shit!
If I call that word out to work because I'm out casting.
Okay. No, you know what's funny is my mind. My wife's always like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?" Because my mind works in I'm always thinking of something. Like my mind's always going. I'm convinced I had ADHD growing up. Never paid attention. I got through enough, right? Found a way to figure it out. But, like, my mind is always thinking of something new. And I'm always cracking jokes or saying something. And people are like, how do you think of it? And my wife's like,
dude,
she's already...
My wife, she does... And they don't... I don't know. It's because they have a different sense of humor as we do. But my wife is always like, I'll be cracking up. What the fuck is so funny? And I'll show her the TikTok or whatever it is, and I'm looking at it. She's like, oh. And I'm like, you don't understand.
but I guess what I'm alluding to is like my mind's always working on like through what we're talking about. How do I find a way to make a pun out of that? How do I find a way to make it funny?
I know.
Like that's just constantly what's going through my mind.
It's not always the appropriate time to do that, but I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it every time. 90% of or 60% of the time, I do it every time.
You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. Wayne Gretzky,
right.
Michael Scott.
No, so I'm always doing that, and I mean, I guess 9 times out of 10 it's funny. The one that's not, but I ain't stopping.
That one's not gonna fucking dismantle me to not do it again next time. I'm always gonna. Me and you, I think the similar. A lot.
And my son, my oldest, he's such a spaz, bro. He'll just be sitting there watching fucking Bluey, or he'll be watching YouTube.
Bluey's a shit.
And he'd just be like dead focused and be like, like just go wild. And we look at him like, what the fuck is just? And
it was like,
yeah,
that's my boy.
That's my boy. No, but I, the other night I was thinking back. I was like, fuck, did I ever do some shit like that? Because my mom's like, he is literally the spitting image of you, probably a little bit upscaled because you get what you give, right? That's just how life works. And I was just like, shit, I do remember just randomly spazzing out. Like, I always when I was alone, right? Like, I didn't want people to be like, you're fucking weird. But I've done that, like, just fucking just got bored and just spazzed.
Right, yeah, of course. Of course. That's fucking, and it's so crazy seeing ourselves and our kids, dude.
Yeah.
My son's 9 years old now, and you know what his fucking biggest passion in life is? Like, his main purpose of living?
What's that?
Pokemon cards.
Oh.
And I'm like, you know who had Pokemon cards as a kid? Your daddy, son. So it's fucking, it's cool to see that happen. I'm just like, and I didn't push it onto him. He was just like, you know what's cool now? Pokemon cards. And I'm like, I know.
Check out this book I got.
You know what? I can't find, because I collected them when I was a kid, and I don't know what the fuck happened to them.
I think my dad has mine. And shouts out to my dad.
Look for them.
He lives here in Oregon. You remember Burger King? When you went and got the Happy Meals and they gave you the Pokeball with that little.
That was when the movie came out, 1998.
Yeah, when the movie came out.
And they gave you gold cards, like gold plated fucking.
Yep. No fucking joke. I was helping my dad move. He moved from McMinnville to Carlton, and I found a box with a bunch of Pokemon stuff in there. I was like, "What are these boxes?" And he's like, "Do you remember those fucking Pokeballs with the gold bars in it?" He still has them, bro.
You know how much those are worth now?
Like mint condition in a box.
Worth now?
Probably a lot. That man will never sell it, bro. He's into Star Trek.
Yeah.
He's into Star Wars and Pokemon. Like he will never.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah.
Someone like above our generation that's into that.
Well, he was right there with us, bro. They
as us. Like as us now with our kids doing it.
He was right there with us. So he got super passionate about fucking collecting Pokemon cards too. There was this spot in Escondido. There's liquor stores everywhere, and liquor stores in Cali are much different than Oregon. They can't sell, like it's your convenience store.
Yeah,
it's like your plaid pantry, but you're sell allowed fucking a bunch of liquor.
Kids are allowed to go into those.
Yeah,
and it's funny because when my cousin who lives in Cali came up to visit Oregon one time, he's like, I'm gonna buy some gum. I'm gonna walk into the liquor store. The agent was like, get the fuck out of my store.
Yeah.
It's because in Cali you're allowed to go into the liquor stores and buy gum. Like that's a thing.
And here you can't even walk into the joint. Yeah, no, but they sell. It's a convenience store. It's what it is, and they just happen to sell liquor. But there was this spot. It was a Mexican spot, and they sling Pokemon cards, bro.
No.
Yeah, they had stacks, and maybe they bought the starter packs and whatnot. But you can go in there 10 cents for the regular ones, and I think it was like a quarter for like the holographic ones.
Oh, like the cards themselves?
Yeah.
Oh,
they sold individual cards,
and those are like original fucking from the booster. Like
yeah. This was back in the day before anybody knew that these were going to be worth fucking hundreds. But they had a whole book. They bought these packs, and then they put the holographic ones there, the regular ones, and you'd flip through them, and be like, oh shit, I don't have fucking Pikachu. Oh, I don't have this and that, and you just buy them, 25 cents, bro. And my dad I'm convinced my dad has a fucking pristine collection because he would always get some too. And he fucking obviously paid for them, so he got himself the holographic ones, and he got a few at a time.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
That was the fucking Glade plug-in, dude.
Yeah, I know, but what made it fall?
The ghosts. Dude.
I am gonna ask you about paranormal experiences
yeah.
After you wrap up this thought. I'm gonna ask you.
No, you interrupted me, so I'm done.
Okay.
No.
Give me your shit story then.
No.
Your dad has a fucking pristine
Dude,
collection
yeah.
of Pokemon cards.
So he has those. I haven't asked him, but I know he has those books somewhere because we always collected them, kept them at his house because
he's gotta have them.
Well, and I have 3 stepbrothers. Remember, fucking brothers, bro. I've known them since I was fucking knee high to grasshopper, bro. But I'm convinced. I convinced my dad at one point was like, these motherfuckers just snake those cards, bro. Like these motherfuckers don't know what they're missing. Right. So I'm convinced he has them somewhere. I'm gonna ask him someday.
Ask him and let me know because that'd be.
Bro, we start fucking slanging them to Logan Paul. Get him on the pod, bro.
Shout out to my man LP.
Yeah, LP. Yeah.
Bro.
Paranormal. Tell me yours. Maybe you've shared it on here before, but I wanna know.
You know what's super fucking crazy? It's because I kind of write shit off. Like that could have been something crazy, but I'm like, we got a fan going. It could have been the wind. So there's a lot of things that I don't retain because I, for my mental health, say it was nothing.
Yeah.
I said hitting.
Yeah, the fan not going anywhere near that fucking Glade plug-in.
I know, like it's literally behind the fan that's pointing towards us.
Oh, it sucked it back, you know.
It's like again talking about my ex, that reverse suction.
It's like those air pumps that fucking suck both ways, bro. Oh shit. But so you I do a similar thing, bro.
It's because as the man of the family, we kind of have to at some certain degree. You know what I mean? Because if we give in to what the fuck was that, what's your family gonna think? They're gonna be like, okay, then maybe we should be scared. If dad's scared, the one who's supposed to protect us is scared, then we're all fucked. So we have to, even if we are scared, we can't fucking show that shit. We got to be like, don't worry about it. That was nothing. Yeah. I'm here.
Oh, that was me.
Okay, now I'm on it.
Think real quick, dude.
Okay, I will tell you something right here. Down here in this where we're at, Profiles has been sitting right there where he is before and heard shit right here in this hallway.
In the little hallway, bro.
Little hallway.
Bro, hey, I'm not gonna lie. Walking down here, I'm like, oh, I'm getting murdered. What's happening?
After the podcast. So as of right now, you're still fine.
I'm still good.
Tell them what happened in the first podcast we made down here.
The first pod.
What the fuck happened? Was it that one where you heard oh, this fool got grabbed right here, way.
No. You made a clip of that, didn't you?
No, he was back here behind the cameras like how he always is, but
we were setting up like we did in the
like when you got here, how we were putting the cameras
did you
together?
make a clip of that, or did you talk about it on the pod?
We talked about it for a second.
I think
we talked about it for a second. Yeah, but this fool got. He thought my dad was. Can you know how my dad was here in the morning?
Yeah.
He thought my dad was here fucking with him because he went like this, and he was like, "Oh, fucking Carlos." But when he goes,
like right here.
Oh shit.
Felt like something grabbed me right here. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. For those of you that can't see, right behind him is the door, and he's kind of facing us here.
Yeah.
So there's a little gap behind him where somebody could open a door and grab him. But, duh, that's wild. Yeah. So, I'm much like you, bro, where I try to brush it off because I'm an avid gun collector, right? But you can't shoot a ghost, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You can't shoot a ghost. You can't fight a ghost either. You know what I'm saying? They ain't catching the 1-2.
Or the 3-4 in that case.
Yeah. The 3-piece of the soda ain't working on a ghost.
You gotta hold that biscuit.
That's right, bro. You can throw a biscuit and don't give them any water. Hopefully they choke on that motherfucker. But
no mamas. Yeah, I see what you're saying because you can be an avid gun collection, but that doesn't against the supernatural.
It doesn't help you, bro. No. So what's your crazy story? I'll share a few of mine because I came.
I don't have a bunch of craziness.
Locked and loaded, Daddy.
I don't even have guns. I should actually change that because shit's getting crazier nowadays.
It's getting wild, bro.
It's getting stupid.
But here's what I say. It's about doing it safely, bro.
Oh, no, 100%.
I got 4 kiddos. None of them know that I own one.
How many guns? Oh, what type of guns?
So I have an AR.
Fuck around.
I built it myself.
Way.
I have an AR. I have a pistol.
Nice.
That's right here.
There we go.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't carry that around.
I was like,
I have my 9. I bought my wife one recently.
Nice.
Recently, like 3 years ago. I bought my wife a 9. And so that's what I have. We have 3.
I do got 2 guns, but they're not registered.
Daddy. Those are lethal weapons, Daddy. You gotta get somebody call the police.
Somebody call it 911.
No, so I when I say avid, I just have.
You got a couple.
Like, yeah, I got
a couple.
I'm not crazy. I don't have 27 of them.
You don't have an arsenal in your basement. You didn't turn your basement into a podcast room instead of a fucking arsenal guns on the wall.
Yeah, and I want to get more, but they're not cheap.
I know that's why I have it. That's why I don't have one.
Yeah.
How much was your
So I built it. So there's what's called a lower on it, which is essentially the firing mechanism, right? It's where the trigger is. It's a like a odd rectangular block.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe. So you buy that. That's the part where you have to literally go to a gun store. They run your background, do all that, because that's the firing mechanism.
Mm-hmm.
Without that, you can't shoot the gun.
Right.
But you can order, depending on the state that you live in. You can order your barrel. You can order your trigger. You can order everything, and they'll send it right to your house.
What?
So I bought a kit, and they sent it right to the house. And it's tricky to put these things together because there's little tiny springs.
You gotta figure that.
And they only give you one of them, and if you lose that motherfucker, you're
That's
paying $30 to get another one.
Yep.
So it's not no joke, but YouTube
Bendito sea.
let me see if I can
God
find
blessed
the
be the YouTube.
Hold on. Dude, dead air.
This did is brought to you by the Holocaust.
No, I don't have any pictures of it.
My friend is selling his gun too. It's like an AR too.
See?
Yeah.
He built it himself.
You know,
They're a hot commodity right now. They're getting more in stock, but yeah,
Yeah.
they're a hot commodity.
he probably wants a fat penny for it. You know how much he wants for it?
25.
Yeah, $25.
Yeah. No, but what I will say is, if you're ever gonna buy one that somebody made, you really want to give it the once over, because if you put something in the wrong spot,
There's
the
yeah.
malfunctions are no joke, right?
Honestly,
You don't want something to blow
honestly,
up in
if
your
I
hand.
am gonna buy one, I don't go out shooting as much. I want something factory made because if I need it, I don't want someone's fuck up to be malfunctioning my necessity of that gun.
Yeah, and I would recommend it. The only reason I built mine is because I had so much time around them.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm from the cartel, you know.
Of course, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Puro fucking
Puro whatever.
puro cartel
you know?
del podcast.
Yeah. No.
Puro JD.
Yeah.
That's not even a J. That's a jefe.
Please don't understand. Jota is J. So
speak your language, man.
Chingo. No, but I had a lot of exposure to them. Like, my boys have had them. I've never had them.
Mm-hmm.
None of my family has them. Like, they're not
I was
really
raised to like not like no guns, like to the point where my mom's right.
Yeah.
There would be times where if we're watching a movie and they had guns, we had to turn that movie off because it was like that. Like, she was like, "No guns in this motherfucking house."
I couldn't even have a fucking airsoft gun.
Same
bro.
here. We couldn't.
Yeah.
We couldn't. No airsoft. No water guns, bro. I was just like, "Mom,
What gives?
But now she's gone so crazy. Even my mom was like, "I'm thinking about fucking figuring something out."
I would recommend it, bro. Take a course, learn how to use it safely.
CCL, CLL, LCC. What's it called?
That's for your concealed.
Concealed carry. CCL.
Yeah,
Concealed
carry
carry
license. But you could take a class on just how to handle it, how to hold it properly, how safety works if the gun has one. I would always recommend it before you buy one.
Yeah.
Just because you don't want to fucking be at home, bring it home, be like, oh, dude, check it out, and fucking,
No way. Yeah. No.
And have a place to store it, a safe, whatever you got. Yep.
If I ever buy a gun, I'm gonna buy a safe first because I don't want to have a gun and then be like, "Where do I put this?"
Yeah, exactly. That's where trouble happens, right?
Exactly. People who be slipping with it under the pillow and shit, blow their brains out.
Oh no!
I don't understand.
And my kids know about it. They know we have them, but they don't know where.
Exactly.
They don't get to hold none of that. They have a good understanding that these are not toys. You don't go around them. You don't touch them. You don't do anything.
Don't play with them. Nothing. That's good. That's good to install that.
Yeah. Also, like, educate not yourself but your family.
Honestly,
that's going to be around them.
Yep. I have a friend who, my friend Tony, he has a couple kids too, and they're young. They're like our kids too, like younger than my kids, like around your age kids. He takes them shooting with him just so that they understand that, the guns are not to be scared of, but he's teaching them from a young age how they work. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like if you ever come across a situation where you need to use a gun, they can, and they're like 7 or 6 or something like that.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I was gonna get my kids a pellet gun at the beginning of the pandemic. They were all gone too. Like, somebody's gonna. I know. You gonna do anything with a pellet gun, Daddy?
You know what? The 9mm ammo is out. I'm gonna go get this fucking pellet gun.
Yeah, the pellet gun's the next best bet. You could buy a little tray of 1,000. You're gonna be pumping that motherfucker with.
Dude, America at the beginning of the pandemic is the most embarrassing time to be alive. Everybody was just like,
it was a mess.
We could. couldn't find Lysol anyway.
Dude, Lysol it.
Toilet paper, bro.
Dude, when they started hoarding toilet paper, I was like,
come on now, son.
I bought that. My brother bought a bidet.
I've never
ass
experienced.
splasher, bro?
I've never experienced a bidet, but everybody who I've talked to who has a bidet, I think Matt installed one in his house.
Yeah.
Because he's like, once you bidet, you don't go back.
You don't, bro.
You don't go back. If you go,
it's
take
the
a shit.
cleanest whistle you'll ever have, bro.
If you go take a shit at your
Yo-
homie's house and you have a bidet at your house and your homie doesn't have a bidet, you look at him like,
Yeah, you fucking.
look at you, you dirty ass motherfucker,
Yeah.
like that, bro.
No, so it was around Christmas time when that toilet paper shortage was, and then we had a white elephant in gift exchange, and my brother bought a bidet, and he gave that as a gift exchange. And so I was like, I'm stealing that shit. I've never used one, but I heard they're the shit.
I heard that. They're
No
good,
pun
bro.
intended.
I heard they're the shit.
Yeah. So what I ended up getting it and installed it, and I used it. And here's what they don't tell you, bro. If you don't have a bidet that like plugs in, that's attached to your toilet, there's no warm feature to it. So it's just cold water
as
splashing
water.
in your boot hole.
So you're woo. Some people drink
And
coffee.
this is December, bro.
Oh my god.
When it's cold out, Daddy. And so the first splash, I was like, "Ay, Dios mío."
The first flash, you're like,
Yeah, and then you gotta figure it out, bro, because with the big boy you double caked up on a Tuesday morning, you
Feel
know,
that.
you gotta angle that right
You
so it
gotta
gets
angle
the
Good.
pooper scooper, dude.
because of the. If I install a bidet, I'm gonna be fucking my M so off. It's gonna be hitting my huevos like.
It can happen. Yeah, you gotta get the right angle on that
You
motherfucker.
get that huevo drip, bro.
That's
We
it.
went off on a fat ass tangent. Paranormal activity, bro.
We went from fucking paranormal to guns to bidets. So
Honestly, I don't have the one that I do remember. I was young, bro. I was probably 3 years old, and I don't even know if this is paranormal or not. But we were in Mexico visiting something. I don't know where the fuck we were at my dad's cousin's rancho in Sinaloa, and I remember I had strep throat this trip. I remember, so I could just be tripping. It could have been a wild ass fucking dream, but I remember being. And it's at a rancho too. We were inside the house. It was nighttime. We were all in bed. My parents were sleeping. We were like sleeping in the sala. And instead of doors to go into the next room, there was just a bed sheet instead of a door.
Yeah.
And there was a light on in the next door so that you could cast that shadows on the bed sheet. And I remember seeing what my 3-year-old brain configured as a clown shadow because it had like an afro hair, like this. It could have just been a dude with the afro. I don't know. But
Still, bro, what the fuck you seen to do with an afro, bro?
casting shadows on the bed sheet, and I was just like, I'm gonna go
You're
to
like,
sleep.
ain't nobody in my family got an afro. Why
I'm
is
gonna
this
go to
weird?
sleep because this I don't got time for this right now.
No, man.
And I don't know if like I said, I had strep throat at the time, and I don't know if I was tripping, but I have a vivid memory of what the fuck is that shadow doing getting
No,
casted
there's
on that
usually
bed
something
sheet.
behind it, especially as a kid, bro.
And I found out later as an adult that rancho was across the street from a cemetery.
Of course. Nah. My first no, I don't fuck with that. Fuck.
I honestly, it interests me so much, the paranormal. That's why I bring it up.
interests me too.
But I have such a high
I'm
respect for it
cool
that
with
I'm
it.
just like, I can't.
You'll never catch me being like, "What's up, mother?" No,
Yeah,
I
no,
ain't gonna
no,
do that.
no. I'm the same way. So
Go to a cemetery once.
No.
I wanted to. It's because here's the thing. I bendito say YouTube. I watch fucking paranormal investigations,
Yep.
and that fucking shit fucking gets my dick so hard away. I'm just like, I want to do that. I can do that. I have gear. I have a thermal imaging camera. Don't ask
Do
me
you
why.
really?
My mom got me one for Christmas. Yes, I have one.
Bro,
That's what I'm saying.
that's the
like,
next venture for you, dude.
but
And I say for you because I ain't coming with that.
me and Alec put serious thought, and we were gonna do it, but
Do it, bro.
I'm the one who backed out of it because that fool don't got kids. You don't got to worry about.
Yeah,
that. But
yeah.
I mean,
nothing
I'm-
following you home.
That's my main thing, bro. I'd be down. And here's the thing: I watch other paranormal investigators who go out and have YouTube channels and do it. And the thing is, they just say a prayer. You're not allowed to follow me home. I don't give you permission. This and that, and they're fine.
yeah.
But that's gambling. That's taking
Yeah,
a risk.
that's a gamble. They don't have to listen to you.
They don't
bro.
have
It's
to
not
listen
like-
to. They can
yeah.
be like, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck your prayer. Where do you live? Oh,
Where do you
Hake
li-
Street. I'm
yeah,
coming down
I'm
for you.
coming
mother-
down. Yeah. So for me, I'm very skeptical of it. Like,
Mhm.
not saying that I don't think there's something.
that-
There probably is, but there just hasn't been enough outside of certain events that
Right.
have happened to me where I'm like, that's some ghost shit.
Like that's too weird to write off.
Yeah,
like,
my wife all the time. She's like, I swear I heard walking or this sort. I was like,
and that's coming us as being the dads again. As the Rock is like, no pasa nada.
I was like, relax. It's literally probably nothing.
Right.
And so obviously.
And honestly, 9 times out of 10, it was nothing.
It's nothing. Yeah. But the first experience for me, fuck, gives me heebie-jeebies. One of my boys, we went through like a paranormal phase in high school. This is my senior year of high school, where we were like, oh, we're gonna visit this place. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go there. There was this.
In high school, were you in Oregon or were you still in Cali?
Cali.
Oh,
Cali,
shit,
Cali.
okay.
There's this place in Cali called Elfin Forest, right? It's
Elephant
just
Forest?
Elfin, like elf in. Like
Elf-I-N?
the elf entered in.
A la verga.
Ándale a la verga, te metió la verga.
Next. A la verga te metió. My next OnlyFans episode.
That's
Elfin
right.
Forest.
Yeah. So Elfin Forest, this, I don't know if it's like a national park, but it's like state, like nobody's tearing it down. building
Like a
stuff on it.
protected kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a spot, like there's hills where there's houses and stuff from people that have had property out there. And on one of the hills, there's a church. It's a church now. It's a gated church for super rich people, I'm sure. But there's this going myth, or I don't even know if it's true or not. People say you can look it up and see that it really was. That it was an insane asylum that once burnt down. And that not everybody got out. And there's this trail. You can either go up the driving path where it just takes you up the road, or there's a walking trails. There's walking trails all through the forest. But this isn't like Oregon forest where it's like dense wooded areas. It's like
a tree there, a tree here.
Tree there, tree here, open like gravel path kind of thing.
Right.
And so you can walk these trails. And so we were walking the trail. We're like, we're going to fucking do it, dude. We're going to do it. We're going to go.
And you guys were walking to the church?
Yeah. 3-4 of our buddies, all of us had girlfriends at the time. They came with, and we're like, we're taking, there's where the gravel path is, there's the blockade, so you can't drive your car there. So you have to park there and make your walk up.
Hoof it up.
And people say that you hear shit around you and whatnot when that happens. And I was like, okay, fucking animals walking through, whatever. And so anyway, we devised a ploy to scare everybody. And we're like, all right, me and my boy Alex, we're like, all right, we're going to act like we saw some shit in the middle of the road. We're going to turn around, we're going to start booking it, and we're leaving everybody. And both of us had girlfriends. Gonzo. We left them.
Figure it out, babe.
Yeah. And so we're fucking booking it, and everybody's like, fuck, freaking out, running back down the hill. And then, like, as I'm running, I could hear shit running along the side of the bushes, and Alex hears it too, and Alex looks over and just tumbles forward. And this man's like 6'3". At the time, he was like 220. Like, he was a big old boy, right? But like a built boy, right?
Right.
And so
I mean,
when he tumbled,
you're gonna be pretty.
Yeah, when he tumbled, I was like, oh shit! So I stopped, and then I helped him up. He fucking knees all scraped up. He fell on gravel.
Right.
And so we picked him up. Everybody else caught up, and we went to the cars. And then I was like, what the fuck happened? He's like, bro, I looked over. I swear I saw some shit, and it fucked me up, and I tripped over myself. And I was like, what?
So he didn't trip because he tripped. He tripped because he saw something.
Yeah, he looked over and was focused on that and not focused on looking what's in front of him. Well, it's dark. You can't see in front of you. So maybe he kicked something, but he felt like he tripped over himself, right? Like when somebody kicks your foot out from behind you and you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
He felt like he tripped over himself, and we just fucking booked it to the car, got out of there. And everybody's like, oh, that was stupid. There's nothing happened. You guys just booked it. You set it up. And Alex is shooken up because he thinks he saw something. He fucking fell. He's obviously hurt now. And he's like, fuck all that. And so there's been previous times where this is one of my best friends, stayed the night at his house all the time. His sister claimed that she would see shit all the time in their house.
In their house?
Yeah. To see shit all the time, was able to talk to people, like, very, very specifically pinpoint stuff and like confirmed by his parents. So it's not just like him and his sister telling me bullshit,
right?
Stuff that's happening. Like, his mom was like, "No, yeah, that's kind of weird." It was a 4-bedroom house, and it's set up where, like, if me to you is you're a room, and I would be where the garage is. On the left side of the garage, there's a room. another room right next to it, and then one on this back wall.
Okay.
And so Alex stayed on the one with the back wall. Erica, his sister, stayed on the one closest to the master bedroom. And there was one room that was the computer room. Nobody stayed there.
In between?
Yeah. Nobody stayed there. They had a couch in there and the computer and stuff. But I was like, and it was a bigger room than both of theirs. I was like, why the fuck don't you guys stay in that room? Like, it's a bigger room. And he's like, I ain't fucking sleeping in that room. Erica says she sees shit in there. Yeah, the cucuy. See shit in that room all the time. Like, none of us want to stay there. If we're ever in the computer in there, it's printing something and we're fucking out.
No
and
way.
I was like, that's sketchy, bro.
See, every Mexican has one room that
they don't want to. Yep. Yeah. And so, so they're like, we're not going in there. And they had this fucking bright idea to make a Ouija board.
Oh, that's the worst.
Dude, they made their own Ouija board, and I was like, I want fucking nothing to do with this. And they were going to do it in that room because they're like, oh, this is where the ghosts are. And
is Alex Mexican?
Alex is Mexican,
Alex
bro.
is Mexican?
Alex is Mexican as can be.
As they come.
Yeah, as they come. Mexican and native. So he knows even better.
God. You would think that.
He knows even better, right? Like, he shouldn't be fucking around with it. And so they made it, and Erica's in there, and she's like getting skittish and starting to sweat because she sees shit in the fucking house. And I don't see anything at this point. And I'm wearing a red shirt, and I'm sitting on the couch. I'm like, fuck that, not participating.
Yeah, I'm good.
And they're starting to ask questions and whatnot. And then somebody got the bright idea. Is like, do you like the guy in the red shirt? And I was like, don't fucking bring me into this shit, bro.
Leo in the corner.
Don't fucking bring me into this shit. I was getting ready to get up and leave, bro. I'm not fucking around.
Right.
And that's when Erica like looks straight to the closet, and she's like, "You gotta go away." And I was like,
"To you?"
Who?
Or talking to someone?
No, to somebody else. And she's just looking at the closet, and she starts like fucking shaking, like terrified, and she like screams, and then the thing goes to no, and then goodbye. After that question, and so I was like, "Fuck this! I'm going home."
You saw the Ouija board thing?
Go to no. After they ask the question, beeline to no, while they're holding it. And then goodbye, and nobody's looking at the board. We're all looking at the thing. So when it moved, nobody has a like. I guess you got some good peripherals, right?
Like and then
and it wasn't like a formal Ouija board, right? Like somebody drew it out, so it's not like perfectly. Go to top right corner,
right?
And then went to goodbye, and I was like, "Fuck this! I'm heading home."
I couldn't.
Yeah, so I went home. I was super heavy into the UFC. I was training at the time.
That's right.
And so I had my on my wall. I had a poster of Cain Velasquez and George St. Pierre, and I forget who else was there. And I had it pinned up with some UFC gloves. It was now granted, this was just pinned up on the wall with thumbtacks, right? I put gloves.
That's our write it off mind speaking.
Exactly. I tacked it to the wall with the gloves, so it's two gloves hanging on the top of the picture. It's them there. And so I'm sitting there, and nothing happens that night. I'm just sitting there, and the next day, my mom had gone to work. My mom had gone to work. It was senior year for me, so if you got a certain amount of credits done, you can skip. You can choose a skip class where you don't have a class. I chose it in the morning,
right,
so that I could sleep in.
Of course.
And so I'm just chilling at home, and then sure enough. We lived in a mobile home park, right? Where it's a mobile home park. It's a trailer. Right. So you can hear every step, every fucking everything, right? And so on the back side of it is just a big, long, empty, like runway, basically, like storage kind of thing.
Simon.
That you can put beds in, whatever. It's still part of the house. But at the time, we didn't really use it for much. Paranormal. No, at the time we didn't really use it for much, so it was just kind of there.
Simon.
But I remember getting up, getting dressed, and then I sat in my living room and I was watching ESPN just to catch highlights and stuff, and then I hear.
You heard steps, motherfucker?
Yeah, like running, and I was like, "Oh shit, my little brother Renee's here!" Like he must have had late start, whatever. And so I was like, nah, that ain't right. It's fucking 10 o'clock. Right. Like, nobody's here.
And you're in your room?
No. I'm in my living room.
Okay.
And then, so like I said, half the house is like the living space. The other half was just like an empty, like, it was a sunroom, I guess, is what you could call it. But it was empty, right? Like we didn't have much there. We had a couch over there that we sat and watched TV at, like a second playroom. But you just hear like the pitter patter that you would hear my little brother running around.
Right.
And I was like, oh, he's here. And I was like, he's not here. He's not
like,
here.
oh, he's here. But then you're like,
and I was like, well, it's time to go to school. So I got the fuck up out of there.
I'm going to go ahead and piece the fuck out.
Yeah, I was like, fucking deuces. And then I remember nothing after that. I got really sick, and at the time I dipped a lot because we wrestled.
Tobacco?
Yeah, tobacco. Wrestled, that's how you cut weight. You spit into a cup.
Oh, shit.
No better way than to fucking cut extra weight by dipping.
Mm-hmm.
So we dipped, and I got really sick, and I asked my boy Alex, I was like, hey, man, can you bring me a tin? I ran out, and we had this, we had the store that we would go to, and they'd sell it to us, allegedly.
Allegedly.
I
mean, I would steal it or something.
Yeah, allegedly. So he's like, yeah, I got you, bro. And I was like, I'll give you the money when you get here. I don't feel like going out.
Mm-hmm.
And so he brought it to me. We were shooting the shit in his truck. We were just talking. We were talking about how crazy the thing was. And I guess one part that I left out after the Ouija board sesh, we were told that you either have to say a prayer or you have to burn it.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. You have to say a prayer to expel whatever.
I would do both.
Or burn it, right? We opted to burning it and tossing it. It was basically burnt to a crisp. Like if you see a paper where it's crumbling and whatnot, you can see a little bit of the paper, burned it.
Right.
Boop, put it in the garbage. And so he comes and brings me the tin, and it's been about a week since that happened, right? And he's like, "Hey, man, has anything happened since that night?" And I was like, "Not really, bro. Like, I guess I heard a little bit of running, but that could be anything, dude."
Right.
I was like, I thought I was my little brother, but he was at school. But that could also be, I don't know. It could be anything.
Yeah, an animal outside.
Whatever it was, it could literally be anything. He's like, yeah, okay. And he's like, I just felt like the other night something pulled on my foot when I was sleeping, and I was like, you sure you weren't just tripping? Like, just what? He's like, no, it woke me up. Like, I didn't jolt. It woke me up, and it felt like something pulled my foot. And he's not one to like fucking make it up, right?
Right,
like,
yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. And so I was like, you burned the thing, right? And he's like, yeah, we burnt it. You saw me burn it. We threw it in the fucking garbage can right after. And I was like, yeah, you're right. We did. And so after that, he had left, and I was in my room. I fucking packed my tin. I was like, packing the tin, throwing it in. Thought I was cool as fuck. Yeah. And the tin makes a certain like snapping sound when you snap it. So I thought I was so fucking cool. I threw one in, and I'm sitting back. And my bed, I just had a box spring in a bed, bro. And I mounted my TV to the wall.
To this day, but okay.
Yeah, to this day. And I mounted my TV to the wall. And so I'm laying back. I have pillows behind me, and I'm kind of sitting up. So I'm angled to watching the TV. And the poster's right underneath the TV. And I shit you not, dude, I think I hear tapping on my window, which every now and again happens because my brother's out there, and he would sneak out. He's trying to have me let him in. And so I open the window, and there's nobody there. He's like, what the fuck? And so I go out, and I go over to the other room, and Junior's sitting there watching TV. And I was like, did you just tap on the window? Did you get in? He's like, no, I haven't gone anywhere. I was like, oh, never mind, I'm tripping. I thought I heard you tap on something. So I come back, and I'm watching, I think I was watching The Ultimate Fighter at the time. And I shit you not, bro, the fucking gloves come flying off the wall. Not just like fall down. It like came out like from the wall and landed by my feet. And I'm a good like from here to the camera away from that.
No way.
So it lands at my feet right about here. The poster tapers down, and I'm like.
And this is after the taps on your window?
Yeah, this is after the taps on my window, after my boy comes over and tells me that his story of what happened. And I don't know if some shit was following him, but that shit, I was just like, oh, fuck. And so after that, I was like, I'm done. I'm not doing any of this shit. Like, not. Thank God, nothing's happened since, right?
Right.
That was the last of it. But I remember telling my mom, and I don't know if. Sorry. I remember telling my mom, and I don't know. She played it off. She's like, no, puppy, there's probably nothing. Like, maybe she had somebody come over and bless the house when I wasn't there. Whatever it was, right? Like, nothing's happened since. But the only other wild part to that story was when I went back over to Alex's house because I was sick. It's been a hot minute. When we would be over there almost every day. Everybody would go chill there. He was sitting there talking to me, and his mom was pissed. and she's the one that's native, right?
Uh-huh.
She had no idea that we did this in the house.
Right.
No idea. And she's like, what are you guys doing? What are you guys playing with the fucking Ouija board for? This and that. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, I fucking found it stuffed in the bush because he had hedges, like dividing his front yard from his neighbors to big tall hedges. She's like, I was trimming the hedges and I found it crammed into the goddamn bush. And I was like, wait a minute.
After you guys burned it and threw it away.
And I was like, wait a minute. Hold on. Was it like a complete one or was it burnt? And she's like, it was a little bit burned, but it was crammed into the bush. And I was like, Alex, Eric, are you fucking around? Like, why would you pull that out of the trash and put it there? And they swear to this day, no, we didn't touch it.
I've heard that you try getting rid of them and they find their way.
They're like, we did not touch it. And so his mom got rid of it, however. But I was just like, God damn. Like, perhaps, maybe because we didn't dispose of it properly, that's why we had this shit happening. But to this day, bro, that's when you say, like, oh, I have the infrared camera, I was like, that experience alone, I will never do.
And the thing is, I say I won't fuck with the Ouija board, but I'd be not open because I've decided to not to since. But essentially, it's not Ouija board, but it's the same thing. You're asking questions. You're not playing with the physical Ouija board, but you're
opening yourself up.
You're opening yourself up to suggestions from otherworldly fucking entities, and so it's not a Ouija board, but you're in the same ballpark of playing the same field, and it's just like there's a lot of unanswered questions that I'm just like, I'm good on all of that because the like how you say, like, I don't want shit like that happening and then I take everything into worst case scenarios. Yeah. If something like that were to happen to my kids because of my fucking messing aroundness, I would never fucking forgive myself. So I just decided to be like, I'll just rather not, even though it interests the shit out of me, but just like how you said, and then there's just no way. I would never ever play with the Ouija board, and your story just fucking double confirmed to that shit. I'm good on all of that motherfucking shit.
Where I'm telling you, when you release this pod, my boy Alex, still in communication with him, right? I'll share it to my story. I'll tell him to come. Yes. I'll tell him to watch back to this clip, and he'll confirm everything I just said, bro.
Dude,
he will confirm.
I believe
everything
you.
I just said.
I do believe you. Because Ouija boards ain't nothing to fuck around with, bro. Straight up, they're just not.
So the extent now to the paranormal with me, I don't know if you've ever heard of Nuke's Top 5.
I fucking love Nuke's Top 5.
Nukes, shout out Nuke's Top 5.
I was gonna watch it was not new. It's been like 4 days ago, but I was gonna watch it last night. But it was like 11. I'm like, nah.
So my wife and I are super into that. Like we'll be like, that looks like kind of bullshit. You could set that up.
And Nuke's Top 5 is the most out of because there's a bunch of videos like Bizarre Bub. There's a bunch of them like these are the greatest. Yes, there's a bunch of them, but Nuke's Top 5 for me.
That's fucking great.
That's number one. Nuke's Top 5.
Yeah, so my wife and I watch that. Like we're super into it. We'll watch those and whatnot. But that's as far as it gets to me. I'll get a little bit of spook, but I ain't going after asking questions.
And I'll still watch some like there's this one channel called Twins Paranormal. These couple dudes.
Yeah,
they've been on Nuke's Top 5 they've been on Nuke's Top 5
a
couple times with their skinwalker shit.
Yeah, where they were investigating that farm or whatever it was. I saw that. That motherfucker creeping.
Yes.
That's a big ass fucking thing.
That's hard to write off.
Because if you see how their height, I can't imagine they look short. They're probably 5'5", but the grass towers over them, bro.
Yeah.
Like you could tell, like the level that they're at in comparison to the grass.
Right.
That grass is over 6 feet.
Right.
Whatever
that fool was like
reeds or grass. Yeah, it was fucking nipple high to that guy.
It was big. So I mean, I don't know what the fuck that shit was, and the way it manifests and the way it goes down too, like it's just
like
not,
how quickly it dips.
That's what I'm saying.
You would, in order to do that yourself, you can't just squat that fast. You would literally just have to drop,
like fall, like and that's just. It's just so many, like how I say, there's so many unanswered questions that I'm just not ready to fucking dip my toe into that pool. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't, bro. I wouldn't, big dog. No.
Alec, I'm sorry, bro. I'm gonna have to leave you hanging on that shit.
You weren't on the Ouija board, were you?
I was not, but they asked the question about me. I was wearing the red shirt. And somebody thought it was
they affiliated him.
Somebody thought it, and I was in the room, right? Like just because you're not on the board doesn't mean that you're not susceptible. I
was gonna tell you that sometimes just being around it.
Yeah, being around it, and that was the worst mistake. I remember telling my sister, and she's like, "You're a fucking idiot." And I was like, yeah. And so they decided to even include me in the question, like, do you like the guy in the red shirt? And then Erica started like spazzing out, screaming, and then I went to fucking no and bye. And I was like, okay, dude.
Why do you have to bring me up?
Yeah,
brother?
like I told him I want nothing to do with it. One of my boys, Vince, he was there too, and he was like, I want nothing to do with it. His mom's very religious. His dad back in the day, like he was a troubled teen, right? Got into drugs and stuff like that. Yeah. And he's super chill, dude. Not that way anymore.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
Turned
his life around
just
and
teens, right? But he said, I will never fuck around with any of that shit. After that happened, he didn't let me come over for months.
Like that?
Yeah, because his mom and dad are like, no, dude, and his dad like, you doing drugs? You're fucking.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother world too, right?
Yeah,
and he said he would do like weird shit, like they'd do drugs and play records backwards and shit to see if they hear stuff. Like
And
they were on
that's on a demonic level.
yeah,
No,
exactly, and that's why when Vince was there and he actually dipped before any of this happened. He's like, I ain't doing this.
like, I'm
My
good.
parents won't even let me come home.
Yeah.
But after that, he told the story and said that I was there, and then I told them my part, and they're like,
Yeah.
you can't come over for a
Yeah.
while. You can't
You
come
gotta
over.
baptize yourself.
And I don't blame them, dude.
Honestly.
Like if
That's-
my son ever tells me that their friends were fucking, they ain't coming over to my fucking house. No way.
Keep you and your garbage over there.
Yeah. Because no, I ain't got no. Like, again, you can't.
There's no
fucking-
room for that
you,
shit
you
right here,
can't
bro.
shoot a ghost. You can't fight a ghost.
And I guess, okay, you know how I said it's a big unanswered question? I guess where I really draw the line is because I do believe in it. I do believe it's real. That's why I'm respecting it and I don't want to fuck with it because I believe that there is paranormal stuff. But I also believe that there's two sides of it. There's spirits that haven't passed on. I do believe that are stuck in our realm for some reason or whatever. They can't cross over to the next life, which who knows what it is. Nobody knows. There's religious people. We and you are Mexican, so we're like naturally Catholic. But no one can say, yes, that's the fucking one. Okay, but me being Catholic, I also believe that there's fucking demons and shit too. And when you don't know what you're fucking with, when it's paranormal, you can't fucking draw the line between, oh, this is a stuck spirit and this is a motherfucking demon that's trying to fuck with me. And there's no way to tell what's going on. So I'd rather not fuck with any of it without the chances of it being a demon. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. You ready to get into some conspiracy theories?
Yes. Talk to me, Goose.
You and I Catholic, right? Like
Yeah, we know.
Catholic, right? I heard some shit, bro.
Talk to me.
Through Joe Rogan. So the Vatican, wherever it's
Italy?
at, right? Have you seen the artist's portrayal of the Christ?
The vacuuming.
Okay. The Jesus like mural thing that they have in the Vatican. Let me show it to you, and you tell me if you think this is something holy. And I'll send you the link to it so you can put it up on the screen
please.
for the peeps.
What is it, like fucking some creepy shit or what?
Yes. It's not something that you would think you would use to portray the
Son of God or whatever.
Yeah, this is it.
That's in the Vatican?
That's in the Vatican. They had an artist make that. That's supposed to be Jesus being hung at the cross. It's there, bro.
Like that's
Confirmed.
a real thing?
It's a real thing.
La Resurrección, which I'm like...
The resurrection, right? That's the resurrection of Christ.
And that's the Pope? That's how big it is?
That it's massive. Does that look like anything spiritual to you, bro? Like, good? And
skulls?
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck is that shit?
It's wild shit. It's wild shit. And we'll put it up on the screen for you guys.
Yeah,
But I'll send that to you. But here's the thing. That's in the Vatican.
Fuck is on his head,
They say that's supposed to be the thorn crown.
Oh, the thorn crown? That's
Yeah.
fucking weird.
But that's in the Vatican. They say like the main chapel it looks like you're inside the head of a snake. Like I'll send you all the pictures of it so you can put it up on the screen during the pod. But it looks like the head of a snake. It looks like you see the eyes, the teeth, everything.
No, man.
And so what they were talking about was that at one point Catholicism was created because there was, I forget the guy's name and I fucking, whatever, you could look it up, right? But there was this dude that had a church that was kind of like pagan or whatever that is, right? Like they weren't necessarily worshiping God, right?
Oh, Satanist?
No, not a Satanist, but it's a little different. But they didn't necessarily worship God. It was more like dark shit, like black dark kind of shit,
Like Wiccan shit.
Yeah, and this was around the time where there was the fucking the Crusades, the Christian Crusades, and everybody was like, "What the fuck is that?" Like, didn't want anything to do with it. So they went away for a little bit and created the Catholic Church. Same guy went. Nah, we did away with that. This is what we do now. We're Catholic. We believe in Christ just like you guys do. Yada yada yada. Got more people to join back up. But now that there's this conspiracy theory that like they're still low key kind of like that based on the fucking snake head shaped thing, that like them letting the pastors or whatever they are, priests, get away with touching children and whatnot. They say it's like it's not all what they put it out to be. Yeah. If you notice, the only people that portray crosses is Catholics. Mm-hmm. No other religion shows crosses or Jesus hanging on the cross. Only Catholic people do.
What the fuck?
Which is like, why are you highlighting that? Mm-hmm. Right?
Because they say that Jesus died for your sins. So
he did.
So they want to like, this is the part where he died for me. So I think that's why they want to portray it. But it's like,
but why make mural like I get the symbolism of it, right? But everybody knows that, right? But yet, only Catholic people are the ones that have the crosses, hang them up, portray that, the bleeding forehead with the thorn crown. You don't see that in Christian practices, Mormon, whatever, right? They don't have all that, but they believe the same thing. He died for your sins, the same exact thing.
But they're not portraying like this is the part
they talk about it. They educate you on it. You know what it is.
That's just fucking crazy to think about. That is a deep ass fucking.
It's a conspiracy theory, nonetheless.
That shit does not look like blessed in any way.
No, bro, it looks like a fucking demon.
It does.
Is what it looks like.
It looks like a demon coming out to fuck with you.
Yeah.
And not in the fucking good kind of way. 30% off my OnlyFans, everybody.
Ándale. That's generous, dude. 30%.
30%, bro.
Is that the Friday special?
That's our Friday special.
Yeah.
I'm going to fucking switch gears because I'm getting creeped out.
A little bit too, bro. We went dark quick, huh?
Speaking about dark, talk to me about your shit story because I know that was not a light experience. And I am going to preface this the way you prefaced it to me. This is going to be the shit story.
That shit's on everybody.
This is the shit story to beat is what I've been told.
This is the shit story to beat. And this isn't like I almost shit my pants thing. This is like some menacing, allegedly.
Okay.
Some menace type shit.
Okay.
Growing up, when I lived here in Oregon, in McMinnville, we lived in an apartment complex called Tice Park.
Tice Park?
Tice. Like dice, but with a T.
Okay.
Tice Park. And we had homies there. Like hella homies. Everybody was super chill with everybody. We'd go play soccer on the basketball courts. Everybody knew everybody. We were chill. Mm-hmm. We lived downstairs, and up above us was this guy with his kids, and they were fucking assholes, dude. Like the dad was a dick. The kids were fucking just running wild, doing whatever they wanted. Their kids would go out on their balcony, piss, and it'd drip down onto the fucking, like onto our fucking porch thing.
No, they lived on top of you guys?
Yeah, it was just fucking, it was the worst. And my dad's so pumped. He works for a mushroom farm in Yamhill, and they give him a company car, right? So he always drove a black Cadillac that he prided himself on. Like they give him the company car, he would
Your
drive
dad or the neighbor?
My dad.
Okay.
My dad. And so that's what he always whipped. And so when he and my mom, my stepmom, my mom, saved enough money to like buy a car for her to get around to work, because he would drop her off or they would go to work together, stuff like that. So whenever they got enough money saved up to buy their own car, they bought a Mercedes, like an older Mercedes, you know, with the fucking phone in the center. They had one of them suckers. It didn't work, but they had it.
Motherfucker, hello.
Bro, and so this was before Mercedes emblems went down into the hood and came back up, like the Rolls Royce style.
Yeah.
But it was flexible, right? So you could flick it and it'd go boing, 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 and I would always mess with it. But I remember the neighbor was such a fucking hater. He would talk to my dad and like kind of be like, yeah, that's cool for an old car. Like you know, just a fucking straight hater, bro.
That's hater
and
shit.
Their kids would always talk shit and whatnot. And then I remember one time we were outside playing, and then we walked by the car and didn't notice anything, and we went inside, and my dad gets home and is like, what the fuck happened to the car? And we're like, what are you talking about, dude? And he's like, the fucking emblem's missing. Like, it's broken off. The front emblem. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you. We were out playing we were playing soccer at the basketball courts.
Right.
And at the time, we would play the old Mexican heads. We would play them for sodas.
Of course.
And we never had money to buy a soda, and we were undefeated, bro. We got a soda every time.
Nice.
Because they had little vending machines right there, and they'd just buy the sodas. And they'd
nice.
bring new homies from work or whatever.
We gotta beat
Always
these
shit on them.
motherfucking kids.
We'd shit on them every time, bro. It was the best time of our lives, bro.
Nice.
But I was like, we were playing fucking soccer, earning a soda, and he's like, no, and we showed him the sodas we won, and he's like, so what the fuck? And I was like, I know exactly who the fuck it is. It's the motherfuckers upstairs or his kids. I guarantee it. And sure enough, we couldn't confirm it. Right. But one day, I look up through the things because it's just planks, and I could see a little shiny thing, and it looked like the emblem. It looked like the Mercedes
on their
emblem.
patio.
Yeah, on their patio.
Oh, mama.
And I was like, fuck that, it was them. And so I told my dad, I was like, I saw it, dude. This is before camera phones, right?
Right.
I saw it. I swear, if you look up there, it's there. And sure enough, he looked, and I'm pretty sure he saw it there. And so he talked to the guy. He's like, I'll replace it. I'll fix it. Yada, yada. A bunch of time went by. Nothing ever happened with it. So I was like, fuck this dude. Fuck him. Fuck his kids, allegedly. And I was like, I'm going to get this motherfucker back. And my brother says, allegedly, that I decided to jump on his hood of his car because he parked it next to my dad, fucking drop the drawers, and just proceed to shit on this man's windshield. Me. Allegedly. Allegedly. It didn't stop there, man. It didn't stop there, Daddy. Allegedly, I shit on this man's windshield. I wasn't done there. Went inside, cleaned myself up, came back out with those fucking the old school bags, right? The white bags, and proceeded to smear that motherfucker in as getting sick from the smell and throwing up. Just and allegedly that happened. I went back inside. We did our thing. The next morning, I guess the guy did not have a great time finding out what happened to his car.
Not. Holy fucking shit!
Literally,
bro, that's some gangster ass motherfucking shit.
Bro, and so allegedly, that's what happened. And my brother swears by it, and I'm not gonna call him a liar.
Of course, yeah, no reason to not believe him. Wow.
And so the guy did not have a fun time fucking doing it, and
it's all right.
I will say that after that, we got a motherfucking emblem back.
You did get it back?
We got an emblem back.
He was just like, God damn it.
Yeah, we got the emblem back.
Hey,
I'm not saying I had anything to do with that.
I'm allegedly, the dude.
But some would say I did have something to do with that.
I had nothing to do, but as I'm the do.
That's the.
Bro, okay, I am gonna.
That's my shit story.
I
challenge all to one up that.
I have to fucking tip my hat and give you the reason because that is the shit story to be, dude. If you fucking smeared.
In the honor of my father, dude.
It wasn't just.
Hard-earned money, dude.
La familia es la primero.
That's right.
La familia primero. Antes de que now you fuck with my familia, so you're gonna get a shitty windshield.
And that's because my dad's a hard ass, right? He was tough on us, all that, but he was nice to everybody.
Yeah, yes.
And the fact that this motherfucker let his kids do, I don't know if it was him that broke it, just being a hater, or his kids. I lean towards the kids because they're fucking assholes.
Either way, the dad should have righted that wrong and been like, my bad, here's this shit back
exactly.
at least. But
and just the amount of time that it took for him to do anything about it, I was just like, well, I'm going to do something about it.
Allegedly.
Now, this was at least almost, what was that, like 7th? How old are you in 7th grade? 12, 13?
Yeah.
Yeah.
12, 13.
Yeah, this was well over 10 years ago. I just turned 29. So I think the, what is that where you can't prosecute somebody?
It's called, it's not alimony.
Not alimony. That's when you get left and they take your money from you even after.
It's called the immunity.
No, immunities. Whatever it is, somebody comment down below. Whatever
you're granted of the fucking free pass.
Yeah, it's a free pass. It's long past when you can actually get tried for it.
Seniority on the outside.
Yeah, so I shit on it, and who knows? He won't watch this.
Fuck that puto.
Watch him be the first comment. What the fuck? I knew it.
I fucking knew it. It was my kids. It wasn't me.
Like, I'm sorry, dude. I'll go shit on your kid's car right now if you want me to do.
What do they
right
drive?
I'll right my wrong right away.
What do they drive? They drive an old Cadillac where the emblem goes.
I'm shitting on your emblem, bro. Making it sit right there, right on the top.
I do got to fucking tip my hat. That is the fucking shit story to be. Fucking god damn it, bro. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
¿Qué hora son?
Son 11:30.
Has Felix called me? No, I was supposed to be there at 11.
Beware.
At Felix house.
With a Y. Called you? Why?
If we need to wrap it, bro, I'm good with it.
Yeah, we probably should.
How long have you been doing it? At least an hour, no?
About
Hour 36.
Oh, wait.
Guys, this is the shit story to beat. My man, fucking Leo, Spartan Kid Outdoors, a.k.a. Brews&BBQ, a.k.a. Spartan Kid Gaming, a.k.a. fucking your future baby daddy. We out here fucking on the Go Deeper podcast, baby.
No, future baby daddy. Your boy got snipped. 4 kids.
Fucking taking
Yeah.
one for the team.
We're doing
Let's
light
see this.
loads, but not light loads if you're doing.
There we go. We're doing. I'm gonna off the air ask you questions about that because
Let's do
I'm interest has been sparked because if you're dumping on the inside, ain't nothing better. Cause
It's the best.
it's in relation to his last story, it's the shit.
Yeah. Well, no, man, I appreciate you guys for having me on, man.
Thank you,
This is
guys.
dope. We got to do it again.
I'm glad you were fucking able to come. Maybe when Alec comes on, we can have you back on as well.
Let's get let's get Action Jackson.
Action
Troy,
Jackson,
and
Action Jackson, Troy, fucking Alec. We got. If you guys fucking want to come on the fucking Go Deeper podcast, leave a motherfucking like, leave a motherfucking comment, and we'll make that shit happen. Thank you again for coming on. I'm not gonna leave it hanging. That's like our third fist bump.
I'm not gonna leave you hanging, Daddy. What? Oh, you're still recording?
Shout out to Poor Files Behind. Yeah, that fucking camera
Shout
died.
out.
My sound guy. Single, no kids, fucking get at him. I heard he's, you know what I'm saying? So until next time, the Go Deeper podcast. Follow me on all social medias. Y chinguen a su madre. Goodbye.
Later.
Fucking hell yeah.
Hold on, wait. Oh, is that a fireplace?
It is a
I was like, wait.
That's for the winter time.
You got demons out here.
That's where we burnt the Ouija board.
Damn.
Ah, la verga. All professional. Ah,
Una leída?
he works at the bank and shit.
Yeah.